how has your travel and language experience, proven useful in thinking through product innovation within messaging?
I would say messaging, why I like it personally, is just because it's essential. And if you're a product manager, you have to manage a product that you use. If it's something, an obscure business application that you yourself would never use, or is for an industry that you're not interested in, you're not going to do a good job managing it and directing the course of that product. Messaging and email is something that I use every day. A lot of people, it's the first thing they do when they wake up, the last thing they do before they go to bed. And so, that's personally why I find it exciting to manage that type of product. But within that, I think that because the reach of it is global, because it affects and a lot of people use it, then when you're designing it, you have to think, does this work, with a bidirectional language? Does this work in Arabic? How would you design the product so that it works left to right and right to left? And that sort of thing I think is pretty interesting.
How do you gather that input when you're kind of thinking through developing a product?
Well, I think when you're working in a global environment, especially for, if you're working in a big company, then there's standards around it. You not only have to be accessible to all sorts of languages and international standards, you also have to be accessible to people with disabilities. So, when you're designing a messaging product for, a person who is blind, then you have to take into consideration, well, how is this actually going to work for someone that is visually impaired, or has that sort of challenge.